Probably almost definitely stuffed something up. Probably almost definitely stuffed something up. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. Welcome, Belinda. How are ya? Hi. How you going? How you going, everybody? Everybody being Belinda, you are the only one in right now. So I'm just going to do a little bit of sharing. If you would be so kind as to share also. Okay, so I'm just going to do some sharing before we get into it. Dark Sins Revelations, Episode 3. Live now. Okay, sharing there. Belinda, you there? What's going on? Type something. How are you? How you doing? Did you enjoy Disorder? Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy this Disorder business? I'm hoping you did. Just doing some sharing. Let's get some people in here before we kick this show off. Hey, we've got a few more friends. Carly, John, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all? Hoping you are well. We're just doing a little bit of sharing before we Jess, Pixie, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, cheers, Belinda. Yeah, thanks so much for coming down. That was fun. Fun party. George H, what's going on, you guys? Just doing some sharing before we kick off and start going hard, rocking this, that, you know how it is. So do us a favor, man. You guys share this stream if you guys can. That'd be great. You know, the thing is, going from my personal page, you know, sharing from my actual profile, Sinan Bayram, going live from there, and then starting to go live off my pages. Like first I went to Dark Sin, where I was doing Primal, and now I've gone to Dark Sin's Revelations. The way these Facebook algorithms work is that you get way less views on a page rather than a profile, and the reason for that is basically because they want you to pay for ads. So it takes time to build up a page, but you know what? There's lots of advantages with doing that for the long term, so we're going to stick to that. So I'm just going to share this to a few of my pages. If you guys can do that sharing as well. Yep, what's going on? There's also a little bit of a delay always in between me talking and you guys seeing the stream, which is rather annoying. But I'm looking at your comments. I've got them in front of me now. So feel free to ask any questions, have a chat, this, that. You know, Dark Sins Revelations is going to be more than just the music. Of course, there will be music. I will be smashing out a live sets. I'm going to go a bit darker and a bit harder today. Luke gave me the idea. He said, hey, you haven't played a hardstyle set in a while, so I'm going to be doing that. But before I do that, we'll have a chat first. I did say, you know, that I want this show to be about more than just the music. So I do want to get into a few things that I'm passionate in, and one of those is mental health. So we're going to dig into some of that as well. Before we do that, had a wicked show over the last weekend. Disorder was on. So we had our first Disorder party, which was pretty rad. Had a really good time. Lots of you guys were there, so thank you so much for coming down. Me and Trent put on the Disorder parties, and we had Renegade System down from Northern Ireland. We had HP Source from Adelaide, as well as myself, Mel, High States, and Trent, of course. Yeah, I got blank there for a second. But it was a good party, guys. Hard Trance at Chasers. Chasers is a fun club. I hadn't been there for a long time. I forgot just how awesome the club is. Lighting is wicked in there. The sound system is pumping. It was great fun. So if you haven't, you'll see down the bottom of the description. I've got all sorts of links in there that you can follow. You'll see the Disorder ones in there as well. So just jump in there if you want. And yeah, let's kick that party off as well as our trip party. Speaking of trip, of course, we have our second birthday coming up, which I'm really fucking excited about. Hey, Goody, what's going on, brother? Monica, how are you? What's happening? Tom, Simon, Mark, George. I don't think I'm going to do that from now on to say hi to all you guys. Trip, second birthday coming up. May 25th, 24 Moons, same club we have at all of our parties. This is number 9, trip number 9. Expecting to be a big one, guys. I haven't seen tickets do this ever. Not even for Scott Project did they do this, yeah? Early bird sold out in less than 24 hours. Second early bird sold out in a day after that or 2 days after. Actually, today, it was like 2 days, 3 days after that. So that's 50 tickets gone really quickly, and I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Love that fucking word, flabbergasted. Who makes these things up? Hamed, Trav, Diana, how are we all doing? Yeah, flabbergasted. That's a fun word. But yeah, guys, look, it's going to be a huge one. I'm releasing the lineup slowly. So thus far, we have Apostle and Lucky Phil, which if you come to trips, if you come a few times, then you know these guys. They're the first ones that we've released, we've announced. And every Monday for the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be announcing the next duo. It's going to be a huge lineup. You know, we've pretty much always had huge lineups. Nothing but the best in classic hard trance, hardstyle, vinyl DJs, man. I get a lot of requests of people wanting to play. And, you know, if it gets consistent enough with the numbers and I can open up another room upstairs, then I do eventually want to get some of you other guys up there that want to play, maybe run a competition, DJ comp, done properly, of course. None of this, how many likes can you get bullshit. It'll be judged on your merits as a DJ. Eventually I'd like to do that. But for now, guys, we're sticking to the true and tested absolute legends of the Melbourne hard trance scene from back in the day when we used to rock it, early 2000s, late 90s. Well, not late 90s for me, I was at underage, but still, you know, underage Metro did kick ass. So guys, again, 25th of May, that's happening. Trip, second birthday, 12 DJs, 1 interstate. So let's see if you can pick who that is, but she absolutely killed it last time. We've had 2 from interstate, and they've both been she's, which doesn't leave you too much of an option to guess. So that's that in terms of gigs. Also announced I'll be playing at Anthems, at Output Events Anthems. Now, there hasn't been an Anthems for a few years, I believe, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've never played at Anthems before. I've never played for Giovanni, Papa Smurf, of course, who runs those parties before, so I'm looking forward to jumping into that crew, and you know, they've run some wicked parties in the past, so I expect nothing less, especially since it's been quite a while since drinks. For those guys, that's going to be a rockin' party. So that's on Sunday, June the 8th, on Queen's birthday weekend at Room 680 in Hawthorne. So get down there and check that out. Also, you can see details for that on my Dark Sim page in my events. That will be there at some stage fairly soon as well. Now, guys, yeah, look, as I said, Dark Scene Revelations, yeah, I want this to be more than just music. I want to get into some conversations that may be a bit difficult, a bit stigmatized, and, you know, are at the forefront of our generation. You know, there are lots of issues that we deal with that potentially people aren't comfortable talking about. And it's not easy for me to talk about, man. I'm not comfortable in talking about this myself. But I kind of think that it's necessary, and I think it's going to be helpful. And even if, you know, a few of us can get a little bit of mental clarity or calmness from these, and I think it's worth it, and I'm going to give it a crack, and I'm going to fucking do it. And that's fighting against all of my own demons, of which there are many, my friends. I shit you not. We are one and the same, you know, as Buddha said a long time ago, to be human is to suffer. The human condition is suffering. Of course, he's talking about mental and physical, and a lot of people that we know have suffered lots mentally in terms of anxiety and depression and other mental stigmatized illnesses, whatever you want to call it. Before I get into anything further, I just need to make something really clear. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I have zero professional fucking training in this, and you know, because I'm using the word fucking. So look, take this as just my opinions, my advice. Yeah, this is just my experience that I'm getting through. We're just having a conversation here. Yeah, that's all this is, nothing more. So don't take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but either way, I want to dig into this because people are suffering, and you know, it's thanks. Cheers, Carly. It's gone to the point where people are taking their lives. You know, we've had a tripper who, you know, came to a few of our events and took his own life not too long ago, maybe less than a month ago, actually probably a month and a bit ago. And that just shook me a little bit as well, and shit, it just showed me that fuck, this is in our really tight circles here. And if we're not open about this, if we can't make these issues comfortable for people to discuss and talk about, then this shit's going to keep happening. We've got one of the highest suicide rates in the world in Australia, especially men. I don't know the exact statistics, but I know that the male suicide rate is much higher. It doesn't really make a difference. The suffering is the same across the board, and it doesn't matter. The cause of the suffering is irrelevant, really. It all comes from some form of trauma. However, the end game is the same for everybody across the board, just different severity levels. So I just want to talk about anxiety a little bit. Firstly, this week we'll get into some other things a bit later on. But anxiety, I suffer anxiety. Yeah, I think a lot of us do. I think the ones that don't suffer anxiety are those like Magic Millions, the lucky buggers who are pretty much one tats lotto. And I know a few of them. But I know many more people who do suffer anxiety than don't. And just in my own personal experience, and people will look at me and go, "You fuck off, man! You don't suffer anxiety. Look at you." Fucking bullshit. I do, big time. The difference is with me is that I don't allow it to control my life as much as I did. It still does to a certain extent, but I have one thing that is what I believe. Again, guys, I'm not a doctor here, but what I believe this one thing is the single most important thing that you can have that can help us deal with these things, and it's awareness. That's it, guys. One fucking word, awareness. To have awareness of these issues and to have an understanding of what it is that's going on. So to educate yourself to understand what anxiety actually is, what is happening in the brain, what is this feeling, that nervousness, that tension, that fear, that anxiety, that's exactly what it is. To understand what is going on a mental level really helps us deal with the symptoms when they present themselves, yeah? Because they're going to present themselves to a lot of us. And again, if this doesn't apply to you, then fucking hats off to you, man. I want to talk to you. I want to learn how you go through your life and not experience these things. But, if they do, then awareness is number one. And what I believe anxiety is it's a fear of the future, yeah? It's a fear, it's a nervousness, it's an uncertainty of something to come. So yeah, something's going to happen. I've got to go somewhere. I've got to do something, and I'm nervous about it. I'm scared about it, and I don't know how to deal with it. Whether it's having a conversation, whether it's answering a phone call, whether it's a business meeting, whether it's going to work in the morning. I used to fucking hate going to work. When I used to work, yeah, I used to hate that alarm going off. It would be dread, and I never knew what it was for such a long time. It took me years to realize that it was fucking severe anxiety. Because I didn't know what it was, and not knowing what it was just left me in that state of uncertainty. And then when eventually you start to understand and realize what it is, it does become a little bit easier, because now at least you know the actual reasons as to why it's happening. Now, the exact reasons, of course, they differ from person to person. I do put them down to traumas. I think that there are certain things that may have happened in each of our lives when we were younger, growing up, through that period in our lives, however old we were, in our younger years, when our roots were forming. Something would have happened, whether it was one incident, whether it was multiple incidents that created a nervousness, uncertainty, and that became what is the anxieties that we may have today. And left untamed, they run rampant, which a lot of us experience, and it's extremely uncomfortable, as a lot of you know. Now, okay, so we all know what it is. We know what anxiety is. It's an uncertainty about the future, fear about the future. Depression's living in the past. Our worries about the past, but I'll get onto depressions in another episode. Anxiety is living in the future. So now that we know what it is, what can we do to try and alleviate this pain that we experience? Yeah, what did I do? Again, these are just my experiences. Yeah, what I've done is I've brought awareness into my life. Yeah, I've created I don't know, a system, but I know what's going on. I know what anxiety is. And so now when I experience anxiety, I understand exactly what is happening. And that the one fundamental thing that really helps me is that it's not my fault. Yeah. It's not your fault that you suffer these things, whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety. It's not your fault. The blame game is not going to help you. And there's no benefit in blaming yourself at all. We are all simply victims of our own conditioning. Yeah. So the things that we experience growing up in our years, in our age group where our brain is developing and our mental personality, I suppose, is developing. All that shit is what has led us into today. And none of us had a choice in that. None of us had a control in that. None of us could have changed anything. Nothing can be changed from the past. So we need to accept what is today. That's number one, yeah? Accept it for what it is. And I tell myself as well that this too shall pass, because I know that it does pass. There is always a better day. There was always a better day. There was always a better hour. There was always a better minute. There was always a better second. And what helps me reduce my anxiety when I'm experiencing it, and I can bring myself into awareness of experiencing the anxiety, is trying to pull myself into the moment. Yeah. Because anxieties, again, live in the future. They're thoughts of the future. So if you can bring yourself into this present moment, then in this present moment, everything is perfect. There is very seldom an issue that we have that lives in the present moment. This is why mindfulness, meditation, these spiritual beliefs are actually really fucking handy, because they can help us escape from our mental chains that hold us in these agonies that we may experience. Again, depressions live in the past. Depressions are your, he did that, she said this happened to me. It's all the story of yourself that we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves a story. That is our life. It's like a book that we're fucking reading. That is our life, living itself day by day. If we associate ourselves from today with that of the past, we can fall into these traps of depressions and sadness. If you can bring yourself into the present moment, there is no issues. Think about it for a second. What is happening ever in this present moment? There really isn't anything happening that is causing you suffering. It's all thoughts of the future, thoughts of the past. So in saying that, things like meditating can really help bring you into the present moment at times like this. Yeah. And meditating doesn't mean that you have to sit there with your legs crossed and, and think nothing, zero thoughts. That's not meditating. Meditating is just trying to keep your mind on one thing. Meditating is just trying to keep your mind from running off into different thoughts. So you could be walking down the street and meditating, just thinking to yourself, I'm walking down the street, look at that letterbox over there, isn't it a beautiful day? Look at the sky. So keeping yourself in your surroundings, even keeping yourself thinking on one thought, repeating a mantra, whatever that mantra is, repeating a thought, repeating a song, sing a song. Singing is the ultimate form of meditating. Laughing is amazing. If you're singing, you can't be thinking. Anything that you're doing that is keeping you from thinking and from your mind drifting is a meditation. And keeping your mind calm is like going to the gym. You can't expect to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in 24 hours, yeah? If you want to be huge and get ready for summer days, jokes. If you want to be huge, you don't go to the gym for one day and get that done, yeah? You need to work out consistently, eat well for a long time to do that. The mental game is exactly the same. If you want to strengthen your mind to be able to stay present and stay in the moment and stop it from flowing into past and future, then you need to strengthen your mind. And how do you do that? You do that by meditating. That's how that's done. By keeping yourself present. That's a muscle. You get that strong. So that's my thoughts on that, guys. And look, again, I've suffered a shit ton of it, So I'm talking from my own personal experience, and I'm always here for a chat. Any of you guys want to have a chat, hit me up on this page or my Dark Sim page or my personal profile. Send me a message. I'll give you my number. We can have a chat. Go through these things even further because it's endless, and it will, we learn to understand it better. We learn to accept what's happening more. And it's a continual learning curve. The experience never ends, yeah? This will never end. You never get to an end point where you go, it's fixed, yeah? It's just understanding, living, learning, and then you put those practices into play, and you end up just being able to reduce the suffering day by day, bit by bit. And we all fucking suffer. Again, if you're that small percentage that don't, then fucking hats off to you, But again, look, I'm going to keep this short, get to some tunes. This is something a lot of us experience. Yeah. Don't feel like you're alone. Yeah. You're definitely not alone. Yeah. I experienced this shit myself. Yeah. And I just push myself through it to do what I do. I struggle apart from the actual normal troubles and struggles of putting together the events that I do and putting this shit on. There's always the underlying anxiety there as well. but I know that the greater good is more important than falling for this shit. Yeah, it's you need to be stronger than that, because the ego will always try to play tricks on you to keep you down, to allow it to win. But if you keep allowing the ego to win, then that's not good for you. That's not good for anyone around you. So easier said than done, yes, 100%. But there are tactics and techniques that we can use to override that motherfucker and see better, happier days. And, I've been on this journey of mine for a good part of maybe 10 years now, when I started realizing that, hey, hang on a second, there's maybe a better way to think. There may be a different way to, when I had the realization that, hey, your mind may not be thinking in its best interest for you. This voice in there may not be your friend. That fundamental thing there. The voice that talks may not always be your friend. Making that realization was a massive, ta-da moment, light bulb. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get to some music. That was good. Thanks for, I'm shocked that we have so many of you guys still listening. This means that it's resonating with some of you, with most of you. Otherwise, you guys would have dropped off by now. So thank you for that. Again, in the future, I do want to have, so I'm reading how, let me read someone's comment. This is Darren Milk. I fully agree, Dark. I do what you say, my friend. When my anxiety starts, I focus on my mind, on the present, and channel my thoughts and feel into the present. You're spot on. It works. The present is a great place. 100%, man. Darren, thanks for your comment, man. Presence is where everything lives. There is only the present moment. Nothing else exists. Time is bullshit. It's an illusion. There is no past. It's a story. It's finished. It's done. There is no future that doesn't exist. Yeah. None of these things exist. We plan for things and we try our best and we hope that they're going to happen, but we actually have no fucking idea whether they are or whether they're not. This present moment is all there fucking is. So as the more we can bring ourselves and train ourselves to come into this present moment, the more peace and serenity we can bring into our lives. And when we can bring that peace and serenity into our lives, then that will automatically, without any doing of our own, spread into the lives of our loved ones, our friends, our family members, our community, our world. Yeah. And if there's anything that our world needs right now, it's more peace, love, and serenity. That's some hippie motherfucking shit, yo. All right, let's get into some dark and dirty, evil motherfucking hard trance and hard style. What do you reckon? Yeah. It's a nice place to go from that to that. Yeah? Yeah? Fuck yeah. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to smash some tunes. I'm pouring myself a little drink first. I'm having a few drinks to ease my fucking anxiety. Yeah? For doing this. What am I drinking? I'm drinking it's going to be a plug. I hope they see this and send me some Paraíso, some lychee liquor. Look at my lychee liquor. All right. Just pour myself a little drink. Man, I can't recommend drinking to alleviate anxiety, but it does fucking work, clearly. Again, liquid courage. I've been getting myself further and further away from using substances to alleviate mental issues, because they do not help in the long run. I know that. I'm 100% sure of that. But again, doing these live streams, not predominantly, but this one more so, doing this. This is the first time I've done this, and I had no idea how it was going to go. So I'm glad that it has gone well. All right, I'm going to get into some tunes. I'm going to swap this camera over, head over into the booth, and I'll keep chatting with you guys on my phone if I can, but just enjoy the tunes, guys. And if you haven't already, give us a share. Yeah, I appreciate that. Check my page so you can follow, get notifications so you don't miss these posts. And I will be with you guys really, really soon.
The darkness is calling me. The darkness is calling me. I can't control these feelings. The darkness is calling me. I can't control these feelings. The darkness is calling me. I can't control these feelings.
hardstyle machine is what you need. Do you need a stunning bass line? The heartbeat department will now introduce you our concept of sound. A sound generated from a special device. We call it hard style. Hard style. Do you need a stunning bass line? Hard style.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you guys for tuning in as we wind out the set. That was fun. Yeah, that was fucking fun as, and I'm actually I'm happy we were able to get through over an hour or so of music. I was chatting with Facebook today about disconnections, etc. And the guy kind of said he's going to try to get me on the whitelist. And hopefully not get disconnections anymore because, so I'm hoping that might have happened. I don't know yet. It's a bit too early to tell, especially playing these tunes. But yeah, that was fun. So what did I play? What did I play? This is going to be difficult to remember. I started with DJ Wag, The Darkness, and then went into Daredevil. So it's title Daredevil, artist Daredevils. From there, I went into T78 Until the Sun Goes Down. And then I played, what is that song called? A song I can't remember the name of. Then I played Plutonium Boy, Open Your Mind. Plutonium Boy versus Pavo, I think. I can't remember. Probably should have taken note of these things. I played Star Creators, Killzone. I played Heartbeat Market. What was that song called? I don't know. Some of you guys know. Anyway, guys, look, we'll have this set. I'll have that set up on. Let me just press. Oh no, it's alright. Let it keep going. I'll have this set up on SoundCloud, so you guys can listen to that. I'll have the full set list there as well. Now, expect me to be playing that kind of stuff at Trip. Yeah, so the last few trips I've played a few earlier sets around 12 o'clock, more hard trancey, but I miss my fucking hard bangers. So I'm going back to my roots, back to my hardstyle roots, and I'll be smashing out a set like that. Now, before we proceed any further, we are going to play What the Fuck Is This? And the winner of What the Fuck Is This will grab a double pass. The Trip coming up, Trip's second birthday, 25th of May. If you haven't seen the segment before, if you haven't played before, what I do is I show you a zoomed-in image of a something. So it's 100. First, it's 1,000 times zoom, then it's 100 times zoom, and you need to guess what the fuck it is that I'm showing you. So the hint for today is it's something you eat. Something you eat. Okay, so that's a hint. We'll do that in a second, though. But before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit more about Disorder that we had last week. So, guys, Disorder was a fucking fun night. Now, it's something that me and Mr. Trent McDermott, which I'm sure a lot of you know, one of the legends of the scene down here in Melbourne, putting together. And the idea there is that we want to, bring hard trance back to the forefront of Melbourne, hard trance, tech trance, back to what it used to be. I mean, there's a revolution happening, guys. Jump on board. Hard trance is back. There's some brilliant productions coming out right now, and we are bringing those songs to you because there is no other club that brings the latest tech trance, hard trance to you guys. Predominantly hardstyle dominating our scene at the moment. New hardstyle, and all the power to them. That's awesome. But we're about something different. We're about the people who like some melodies, like some tough, deep drops. So, our first event was at Chase's last week, and it was pretty fucking fun. We had a Renegade System there who tore the place into shreds. You can catch all the sets if you want to check it out and see if it's your cup of tea. Upstairs in the description. Upstairs in the description. Interesting. Up above in the description, we have the link to the SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/Disorder Melbourne, Facebook page, Facebook.com/Disorder Melbourne. Jump in there, guys. Follow us. We'll be running another one in a couple of months, so stay tuned. We'll be releasing the date really soon. I'm excited for that, guys, because that is the future. You know, if you like what we do with Trip, if you like the hard trance bangers, this is where we will be creating the new classics. So come down, support the night. It's going to be fun. So let me show you while I have you guys a couple of clips from the night. So this first one is, I believe, Trent playing Feel My Love. Let's see how this goes down. And something else that I think you guys may enjoy, being trippers, of course, is Renegade System playing the David Rust, I believe, remix of Walt. Quality tune. So what's going on there, guys, is there is a fucking bit of a delay, like I said. So I'm trying to just watch it on my phone and see what we're up to playing these videos, because just to make sure that the audio worked. But yeah, look, guys, that's fucking Ripper tunes, Ripper stuff going down at Disorder. So follow us there. That's you know, Trip will keep happening as it does and as it will. Rock and hard trance classics. But if you want to be involved in something new, Disorder is for you. Fuck, I rhymed. That was mad. All right, guys. Let's play. What the fuck is this? I need like a jingle. I need a background tune for what the fuck is this. We'll get some. Don't worry. All right, guys. We're doing this right now. Once again, I'm going to show you an image. Now, the hint here is this is something you eat. Okay? So you guys need to guess what this is. First person to guess this in the this live stream's comments wins a double pass to Trip's second birthday, 25th of May, 24 moons. So here we go. All right. Now. One second, I'll get you a clearer image. What's going on here? All right, guys, what is that? Tell me what that is. Okay. What is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? All right. Tell me what this is. Something that you eat. And first person to guess this wins a double pass to Trip coming up. Second birthday. Huge one. All right, guys. That's it for what the fuck is this. I'll have that if nobody guesses it by the time this stream's done, that'll be up on the Revelations page as a picture. So make sure to go there and check that out. Now, guys, before I head off, I don't know where the fuck you guys are going. Trip hats are in. Yes, as you can see, I had a few of these made up. quite a while ago, but then the production kind of broke down halfway through. But I have got some new hats in. So if you would like one of these beautiful, beautiful snapbacks, let me take these off and show you. So these are the snapbacks, guys. They have green underlining, 8 stitches, as is the cool way when we were 16 and 8. If you had anything less or more than 8, you weren't cool. So you're cool. Snapback, click, click, click. Yeah, beautiful, lovely. Tripper snapbacks. Or if you're not as much of a snapback kind of guy and you're more of a flexi fit kind of old school baseball cap kind of guy, then I also have trip baseball cap here, flexi fits right here, guys. So these ones just have the trip right there, trip, nothing on the back, flexi fit, really nice and comfy. These are all sized medium to XL. So guys, if you want some of these, just send me a message. I haven't got them on a website or anything just as yet, but they will jump on soon. I've got lots of merch getting made at the moment. We're getting some merch, so we'll have some at Trip's second birthday. I'll have hoodies, t-shirts, singlets, crop tops. That's what's up. I will be having crop tops for everybody that's been nagging me about crop tops, because there are a few of you out there, especially you, Rani. Rani, crop tops are coming. Plus, I'll have some sweatband and some fans. Zoe, with the fan idea. Zoe, we're getting some fans happening. So that's happening, guys. So we'll have lots of merch at the second birthday, probably downstairs at reception. Not sure yet exactly where, but I will let you know. I think that's about it, guys. So look, again, I will see all of you at Trip's second birthday on the 25th of May. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to a awesome episode of Revelations. I've had lots of fun doing this, and I'm really glad that I've broken the barrier and had my little mental health chat, which I do want to have more of in the future. This was something that I said I wanted to do. Then I got lots of anxiety about having this chat. It was a difficult thing for me to do, just trying to gather myself and because I know that the information is in here. And again, don't think of me as someone who thinks that I'm a guru, because I am far, far, far from it. I just understand the theory that goes behind all of this, and I can sometimes put it into practice. However, it doesn't mean that I think I'm some sort of fucking, guru again, walking around. I still go through a lot of my shit myself, but I'm a lot better at dealing with it today than I was yesterday. And yesterday I was a lot better at dealing with it than I was a year ago. And a year ago I was better than I was 10 years ago. And so, my journey continues. My journey will always continue, but it is, on a uphill, downhill, I think. It is on a downhill journey. I'm getting quicker at realizing things. It's becoming easier for me to snap out of, negative mental states, and so I think anyway, for myself, what I'm doing is working, and that's helping me do what I do. And so if I can share some of that, and if even just one person hears that and goes, oh, fuck, maybe, that's what I can do, then fuck, everything is worth it at that point. Everything is worth it for that one person to get a little bit more comfort, because I know what suffering feels like. I know what it feels like to feel like you can't breathe and you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go and you want to pull your fucking hair out. And I get that shit, man. I fucking get it. And so if anyone wants to chat again, man, I'm always open. Send us a message, comment on the post. I know I haven't been good at reading the comments during this post, but well, I'm just seeing all these fucking, this is mad. I see the things have started. Skin. Sam Crow. Listen, Sam, we got to have a chat, mate. I told you it's something that you eat. And you said skin. Look, then again, yeah, I kind of get it, because I can tend to eat my skin as well. So I get that. Toast, potato chip, Fruit Loops, your finger over the lens, cheese, donut, choc chip cookie, prawn cracker, cheese, a cracker, a biscuit, cereal, rice cracker. No. Few close ones in there, but I'm looking for one word. I'm looking for a word of what it is. So keep trying, keep guessing. Tansel, welcome. Marek, how are you, brother? Sam, you cunny fun. Skin. That's funny. All right, guys, again, thanks heaps. I'm looking at a wicked picture. I'm gonna share this. Hang on. While you guys are there, I'm gonna share this picture with you guys. That that is mad. My brother just sent me this picture that I'm about to put on the screen for you guys, and I think it's his ready image. This is so good of me and him and I and he, I and him and thee, and they. I don't know. The Simpsons characters. All right, suss this out, guys. That is sick. I need long hair, but where the fuck are my dreads? That is mad. So you got that's, I'm guessing that's me to the left with the headphones on. You've made me all fucking intense. Look at my eyebrows. My eyebrows are intense and yours are like calm and happy. And you made me fat, you cunt. Fuck. What are you doing to me? This is too good. That's fucking brilliant. That's my brother for you. What a legend. Anyway, guys, look, we'll wrap it up. I think I've pretty much covered everything that I said I was going to cover. Let me just quickly check the description of this post, if there's anything else I wanted to cover. No, we've played that, we've done that, we've done that, we've done this, we've done that. All right, that's it, guys. Look, jump up to the description. Follow us, follow me on SoundCloud, follow Disorder on SoundCloud. Jump in, get some trip tickets, guys. trip.eventbrite.com.au. It's going to be a ripper fucking event. I promise you some massive acts. We've had some big names join us in the past 2 years at Trip, and I've got a lot of them coming back again. So if there's anyone that you've missed that you can think in your head that like, fuck, I missed that guy, I really should have seen him, then this may be your chance to get down and see them. I'll give you a hint as to one of the names. The profile pic of Dark Sins Revelations should give you a hint at someone that's going to be there. So don't miss that fucking shit. trip.eventbrite.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again for another episode of Dark Sins Revelations very, very soon. And one last shout out before I go. A chap by the name of Ryan Marshman. This guy's a gentleman who came up with the word Revelations, with the name Revelations, Dark Sins Revelations. This guy's given me a lot of help over the last year or so, giving me lots of advice that I've taken on board, and I just wanted to give him a shout out because I haven't yet. So big shout out, Ryan, if you're watching. I don't know if you are, but I really appreciate you, man, and I really appreciate the time and effort that you give to helping me make my brands bigger than they are. I really appreciate you, brother. And of course, Philip Hung, Lucky Phil, playing for us at Trip. It's his birthday today, guys, so jump on to Philip Hong, spelled H-O-A-N-G's Facebook page. Lucky Phil, wish him a big happy birthday. Yeah, he's hit the big 4-0 today. 4-0 young. What a gentleman. Absolute awesome guy. Happy birthday to him. And that's it, guys. I'm tuning off. I've been blabbering for a long time. So thank you guys. So I've still got this on, haven't I? What a retard. You see this delay between Facebook and my live stream. It just made me think that there was a delay going on, but it's alright. Doesn't matter. You didn't need my face for that. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Ta-da!